And so, the trial continues. Welcome, Sverry.
Hey, hey.
We're approaching the end of this game, it seems. Are you prepared for things to get even more intense?
Can't be more intense than some of the stuff that I've been experiencing recently.
Oh yeah, you're playing Kingdom Hearts. I'm so sorry. Anyway, we are going to continue playing Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright, and we seem to be approaching the end of this game, which is gonna be interesting because it will also mean the end, the actual end of the Layton Marathon in a way. So I guess we'll see how this goes. Welcome everybody to the stream first and foremost. I hope everyone's doing absolutely amazing. That goes for you as well, Sperry. Hope the day's been treating you marvelously. And we're gonna jump right in with... Oh, look who it is.
Oh!
Just in time.
Hello, show!
Just in time, show.
I believe it is time to pick up where we left off.
I agree, Professor. Which reminds me, you seem to be missing your hat. Would you like your hat?
The hat doesn't make the gentleman, though it does help.
In that case, let's get you your hat, Professor.
I suppose no wasn't ever going to be the answer.
There you go. Perfection. Now the professor is gonna give us the rundown of what happened in the last episode.
Oh yeah, I am. I broke character for a second. Let me take a swing.
Dale.
Alright, hold on.
Kosen just called you the main VA.
No, I'm not. I appreciate it though. Luke and I began making our way to the Storyteller's Tower, where we hope to begin our search for clues straight away.
Why'd you put a hat solo on Show's head? You may not believe me, but his head actually starts at the bottom of Yoshi's mouth.
Yeah, it's weird. We learned that Inquisitor Barnum told his dog Constantine that the tower is home to the darkest and most hidden of secrets. We haven't much time before the start of Miss Cantabella's trial. Come, Luke. We must make our way past this guard post and into the tower.
Right away,
Yeah, I need
Professor.
to see. How does this look on the chat on
Can't
your
forget
stream?
about
Looks really good.
the biggest
There we
realest
go.
dog
Amazing.
in all of this story.
Kosen says, come on, you do both Phoenix and Layton. This is true. You boys both
Yeah,
are
you
the
know
main
what?
characters.
You're right.
Fair enough.
You're right.
Okay, so...
Don't forget about me!
Oh, verdad. Who could forget Constantine? The best character in the game.
Yeah, seriously.
But anyway, Swery, the floor is yours.
It's finally starting. The last witch trial.
The witch's court will no longer serve any purpose once the great witch Bazelle is burned.
But Espella isn't Bazella. I'm not buying it one bit. I mean, the storyteller is the father. I don't know what happened between them, but a father would never do that to his child.
Yeah, I think you're right, Maya.
But no one else does. They're all throwing accusations at her. I just feel so sorry for Espella.
She's still in that...
Don't care.
It's
Don't
just-
care.
She's just in that strange trance.
Feels like this whole case is under some kind of bad spell.
A spell?
Yeah, we just can't see it yet. That's why it's so vital that we expose the real witch behind all this. And we've got to do it during this trial.
I believe in you, Nick.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah?
what are you going to do during this trial? I mean, if you were thinking about watching...
You mean you don't want me to be by your side? I didn't take you for such a cold-hearted guy, Nick.
Wow.
That's weird. He always has it. That's not what I mean. Let me finish before you start jumping to conclusions. What I was going to say is that you can't let people see you. You're supposed to be, you know, dead. You were cast into the flames, remember?
Is she gonna have to wear a disguise of some kind?
What if she... Oh my god, if she spirit channels, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. If she spirit channels to change how she looks, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind.
That
No
would
way.
be funny.
No way.
You mean after I was on trial for the murder of Sir Top Hat? Don't underestimate me, Sir Blue Knight.
I get the feeling that she's about to do exactly that.
Huh?
I've already got it covered.
Oh.
Check it out. Brought this with me. With this masterful disguise, I shall be transformed into Maya the Ironclad.
This is a very Maya thing to do also.
I can imagine, yeah.
I found it in Barnum's room and figured I'd borrow it for a while.
Don't tell me you're going to trial wearing that helmet.
I sure am. Can't be Maya the Ironclad without being clad in some iron.
That's a good point.
Let's just hope Barnum doesn't flip out if he sees you wearing his trusty gear.
Anyway, I'm gonna do what I can to help. We've gotta save Espella, right?
We will. Come on, let's get going. It's time to break whatever bad spell Espella's under and put an end to these witch trials once and for all.
Right.
Do you think her name could be a pun on spell? Espella?
No way.
I'm betting it is.
No way.
There's no way it isn't.
Shock and awe. You're okay with that, aren't you, Espella?
She has.
Don't care.
She has no strong feelings one way or the other.
Don't care.
Zero. Oh, cutscene. Oh, in the open.
Oh, that's right. That's right. It's held in the open this time.
Oh.
This is intense.
Oh, no secret passage this time. This time it's for real.
Yeah.
There's a ton of people out there, Nick.
Don't care.
Let's do this. Come on.
Who are gonna be our witnesses? Our wacky witnesses?
Swear to God, if that drunk guy comes back again for this,
She's been in every trial.
Now,
I'm gonna have an aneurysm.
as scheduled, the trial of Espella Cantabella shall commence forthwith. Knights of the court, are you ready now to cross your swords of justice?
Oh, Darklaw is here. It's true.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. She took over for Barnum. She's like, nope, get your ass out of here.
Cue the Heartburn Corner remix.
The Knights of the Inquisition have spent countless years trying to track down the elusive Great Witch. The secret of her identity shall finally be
Constantine,
brought to light
I can still
in this
hear
very
him.
court. All those present, pay attention, so that the truth may be burned into your memory. Today, the legend of the Great Witch shall become a closed chapter in the history of Labyrinthia.
What's up with those hands?
She has dark claw. It makes sense.
With the eye in the palm, it looks like one of those Yu-Gi-Oh instruments.
A little.
You could
Whatever
cut
you
the
call it, sorry.
atmosphere with a knife.
With
The game didn't have its own immersion button. 1 out of 10.
That's kind of crazy that it didn't do
That's
that.
nuts.
Yeah.
That's insane
to
that
take
you
care of
went
that.
above and beyond more than they did.
That is true, but
Let's
it means our version is better then, huh?
That's right. We do it for
It's
you,
so
Chad.
loaded, but at the same time, oddly subdued.
And now,
If only I had an immersion button.
We do.
the whole truth shall be revealed to all. The moon, eye of the night, shall bear witness to that. Don't you agree, Defender?
Your Honor, the defense is ready.
Here we go, everybody. Let's put on a good show, shall we?
How regrettable.
I'm
I see
ready!
you won't allow yourself to be provoked.
It's very.
You may now begin your opening statement, High Inquisitor Darklaw.
Thank you. People of Labyrinthia, the story has ended. It ends has been sealed through the storyteller's death. The one who put an end to the life of the storyteller and to the story which governed our lives was the great witch Bezella. Welcome to the stream and happy almost holidays, that is true. A foul embodiment of evil who has long been lurking among us, concealed deep within the consciousness of a certain girl. I'm sure you're all aware of her name. I refer, of course, to Espella Cantabella. Oh, her cat is there too. Today, at dusk, a tragedy unfolded right in front of us all. A giant fire dragon descended into the town square, devouring the storyteller. It was a nightmarish vision that we shall never be able to forget. That fearsome fire beast of which we had only heard tell through legend returned at the hand of the great witch.
Indeed. It was just as in the illustrations of the legendary fire.
And the girl, which is within whose heart lies the great witch herself, has committed her final and most heinous crime.
You suck!
Can someone confiscate that dog? That crime of patricide. May this trial serve as an offering. An offering to the storyteller who can be with us no longer.
Give me 1 second. My listening device is like actually
No worries.
fucking up for some reason. I really should get something that's not Bluetooth. This is starting to be a pain in the ass.
I do not trust wireless stuff personally, but anyway.
Thank you, High Inquisitor. The Inquisition may now begin proceedings.
As I have said, this unthinkable crime took place in the town square within plain sight of the Labyrinthians. Everyone is a witness. Surely there can be no need for a formal interrogation.
You can't say that!
I suggest you mind your
Okay,
temper,
there we go.
Defender. In a few moments, you will have no option but accept the truth. Once we hear it from the very mouth of the accused.
From a spell?
The Inquisition hereby demands that the accused Espella Cantabella testify about her crime. Or rather, that she confess to it.
The Inquisition's request shall be granted. Bring Espella Cantabella down to the witness stand.
This is it. The last trial. In all likelihood, Espella will admit to the charges. I have only one chance to break whatever spell she's under. When she testifies, there are bound to be some clues to the truth in there.
And here we go. Now that you're here, witness, state your name and tell us your real name as well.
My name is Espella Cantabella, but I have another name too. Bazella.
Order! Order! Order in the court! Then you really do admit that you are the Great Witch. You openly concede that you are Bazilla herself, the cause of all evil and destruction. Yes.
I knew it. We're done. She's Bazella. How terrifying. I mean, she killed her own father. How dare she
How dare she?
Oh, don't go for it.
Oh, sorry. How dare she kill our beloved storyteller? We don't want a trial. We want to see her burn, burn, burn. The Inquisition was right. The accused herself has spoken. It would seem there is no need for interrogation.
I assure you, there is none. The only possible verdict has been clear to everyone from the very beginning.
Hold it!
Oh.
Oh, God damn it, Maya. Let's hear Espella's, the accused side of the story.
Wow.
Magic exists in this world, right? So you have to think about it. Espella could be under the influence of a spell too.
Oh, thank you for the follow. Oh, Darko drinks White Claws. Hey, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're right just in time, for the trial has just begun.
What I would like to know is this. Just who in the world are you, young knight? Oh, me? How to put it? I feel as we've met somewhere before.
Optiboob, well, why don't you find out?
Why don't you fuck around and find out?
There's your answer.
About that?
Boobies. It was... where was it again? We haven't! It's just your imagination, Your Honor. I mean, my lord. As for who I am... I'm with Sir Blue Knight. Not in a romantic way, of course.
Thank God.
100% platonic.
Yes.
Is this a friend of yours, Defender?
Yes! And, don't comment on the helmet, please. She really wouldn't, like to have her face seen. How can I put this gently? It's not something you'd want to look at.
What are you talking about? You make it sound like there's a problem with my face!
This is funny.
I can assure you, we have no interest in your face, miss. Although I do wonder where you acquired that particular helm.
Why's that?
A helm of that ilk is not something you can simply purchase from a street stall.
Well, I found it. In the forest. Finders keepers, you know.
What are you doing, Maya? You promised me that you wouldn't draw any attention.
Sorry, Nick. I lost it a bit.
Well, anyway, the defense's opinion is as follows. We should hear the defendant's testimony before coming to a verdict. There may be some things even she isn't aware of.
How amusing. As this is to be the last witch trial ever held, perhaps it is only fitting that we cross swords before you accept your defeat.
I agree. Thus, the accused herself will now testify. Miss Cantabella, tell the court of your involvement in this incident.
Yes, sir! Testify before the Lord!
Here we go.
What? I finally realized that Bazilla has been lying dormant within me. Once evening fell and the rain ceased, I climbed up the wooden stairs of that bell tower and awaited the parade. I waited for my father's speech to end, and then I summoned the fire dragon. I don't know why I killed my father. That was a very unusual testimony. When you used magic against your father, were you doing so as Aspilla Cantabella, or as the Great Witch Bazilla?
A most fascinating query. However, it matters not.
The Inquisition has ingeniously solved the query by disregarding it.
What matters is that Bazilla exists within this girl. Being a witch is a crime, such as a fundamental rule will always hold. And this girl here is not just any witch, she is the Great Witch.
Aspilla has admitted the charges, just as I suspected. I just have to hope I can find some contradictions in her testimony. If I don't, we can kiss this trial goodbye.
The defense may begin the interrogation.
Okay. I definitely want to press on this statement when she says that she realized that Bazilla was within her. Defender, steady your sword of justice. Should I see it waver or point in the wrong direction, I will not hesitate to cut you down your arguments and end this interrogation. You had better keep that in mind.
Aspilla, Bazilla, Cantabella, Sana Sana, Colita de Rana.
Here we go. It was... No, it was the first one, actually, yeah.
Tear that argument apart, you got the shit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna press on that for sure.
Hold it!
You say you finally realized?
Yes. I've always had a feeling, but my memory is rather hazy. I've always felt as though I'm not who I think I am, and that I've forgotten something very important.
Incidentally, when did you become aware of Bazilla's presence within you?
It was when I went to the Great Archive with Mr. Layton Luke. Ever since I saw the mural depicting Bizella, I started having strange flashbacks. I saw things from the distant past. Memories of the legendary fire. The legendary fire? I saw it. I was there when it happened. I saw the town consumed by flames. You couldn't have! That's impossible! Legendary fire occurred over 100 years ago! And there were no survivors! Yes, I know that. But it's true. I remember it happening. Because I'm Bizella.
Once when it found, the Rensis had collected the bell tower and waited the parade. Hold on!
Hold up.
The bell tower was constantly guarded and there were no trespassers. So how did you manage to get to that spot in the first place?
Oh, indeed.
Objection!
Vigilantes were guarding the bell tower all day.
Is that the Vigilantes report?
Indeed. And according to this, the Vigilantes have been constantly guarding the entrance to the bell tower ever since it appeared.
However, there was nothing about Espella going up the tower in their report.
Objection!
Your memory must have failed you. That girl is a witch. The Great Witch at that. It's only natural to assume that she used something akin to invisibility magic. Isn't that so, Witness?
Yes. I used an invisibility spell to enter the tower unnoticed.
Objection!
Even magic follows certain rules in this world. Witches need to be holding a Talia Magica in order to use magic. And you weren't in possession of one at the time.
Oh!
Objection!
Objection! How horrifying your ignorance is.
Excuse me?
Did you honestly think the difference between a regular witch and the Great Witch was in the name alone? The Great Witch, unlike other witches, can command any magic she desires without the use of a witch's scepter.
Objection!
Convenient. That's news to me.
Every labyrinthian should know about that.
A witch's scepter can hold only 2 magic gems at once. Whoever heard of a Great Witch that could only use 2 spells?
Gah!
Order! Order!
In any case, this should convince you that the accused entered the tower.
This is a sketch showing footprints?
It was raining before the parade reached the town square. Obviously, if you walk through the muddy streets before climbing up a staircase, you will inevitably leave footprints on the steps. This sketch shows that there were indeed muddy footprints present on the bell tower stairs. And since you'd no doubt be quick to ask, I can tell you that they match the sole of the accused's shoes. It's certain that the accused climbed up the bell tower after the rain had fallen.
Very well. The court accepts the sketch as evidence.
I almost pity you, Defender. The evidence you threw in our faces with such verve was, sadly, useless.
Indeed. It would seem that there were no problems with that testimony after all. Let us not waste time. If you could carry on with the interrogation.
She was prepared for that. That is, if the Defender hasn't run out of ideas yet.
Oh, you have no idea. She does not know Phoenix Wright.
We just begun. This trial has just started.
Yeah. Oh, fans already know. Woman, you have no idea. The judge seems ready to announce the verdict any second now. I've got to find a flaw in her testimony, and fast. I need a solid lead in this case.
Here we go. Let's continue. What's her name? Phil? The rain ceased. I climb up the wooden stairs in the top of the tower and waited for the parade. I waited for my father's speech to end, and then I summoned the fire dragon. You waited for... Tell me more.
Hold it!
You summoned the fire dragon with that spell Grandworm, right?
Yes, that's the one. Although I won't say it now, I'm sure something terrible would happen if I did.
That's fine. Absolutely fine. No need to prove that statement. In fact, the court forbids you to prove it.
Of course I won't say it.
There's something strange about this statement.
Don't be hasty, Espella. For sure. Little does she know that Phoenix is in Marvel and can do strings. I don't know if Phoenix is gonna require that skill right now. At least not physically, anyway.
And I think I know exactly what was bothering me about it. She used that dragon summoning spell, but didn't have a witch's scepter.
The Great Witch can use all spells without using a scepter, right? I mean, that's a little too overpowered, don't you think?
Not at all, Maya. I actually do not need a scepter at all to perform magic, and it's actually pretty sick. In fact, I can conjure a spear with magic, and that's pretty sick.
She'd be a pretty sorry Great Witch if she could only use two. Oh, sorry, I thought you were done. My bad.
No. I thought that was Maya's line. I didn't read the character name.
Oh, you're good. Oh yeah. Well, she'd be a pretty sorry Great Witch if she could only use two spells.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess so.
Continue the interrogation.
She allowed it.
I don't know why I killed my father. Well, what can you tell us about that?
Hold it!
That may be because you didn't kill him.
Objection!
Objection. It's useless, Defender. Witness, who killed the storyteller?
It was me.
Notice how her eyes change.
Yeah,
Every single time Darklaw wants to have her say something, her eyes change.
Yes.
Every single time.
I summoned the fire dragon. I killed him.
I wouldn't be surprised if Darklaw ended up being the Great Witch. And she's just covering
Yeah,
her tracks.
this is
Yeah.
very clear something's going on with Darklaw.
The storyteller chose his own death. That is a fact that cannot be changed. There's common knowledge that this all written in the story will become a reality. And Bezella's appearance has been written into the story's final chapter. She has no choice but to act out the role that has been written for her.
In other words, everything that happens in accordance with the storyteller's story.
Nick? Have you noticed how weird Espella is acting today?
I sure have. It's almost like she's a puppet. But who's pulling the strings?
I wonder. Oh, it's
It was the
cat.
cat. It was the cat all along.
If only Luke was here.
Eve. Nick, look! Check it out! It's Eve! She must be here to root for Espella!
I don't think a cat's emotional support is going to help us all that much.
We'll see about that. Well, this is an unexpected intrusion. But as we're in the middle of an interrogation, I will ask the witness to carry on with her testimony.
Yes, my lord.
Her eyes changed again. Okay. I finally realized that Bezella has been laying dormant with me. Did we press on that already? I don't think we did.
I believe so. This looks like started it. Cycle through and see where this is in the... Yeah, that's the very beginning of the testimony. So it looks like we've been through all of them. Double check, go all the way to the right.
I would have gone further. I don't know why I can...
Okay, so we have this statement, the press statements on each of those parts of the testimony. So I imagine we want to go back to other ones and see what we can find.
I'll take care of this.
Nick, we can't let it end yet. Look, even Eve showed up to root for us.
Eve?
That's what it is.
Right, that black cat. Oh, fuck. The Great Witch Bezella always has a black cat by her side, huh?
But you know, Bezella's always accompanied by a cat. And she should have had it with her when the incident happened, right?
Now that she mentions it, I think I saw a black cat at the bell tower when it happened.
You think I might be onto something?
A witch with a trusty black cat. Huh.
I'm gonna press on this one again. This one's...
Bezella.
Wait. It changed.
That's
Oh,
what I thought.
You say you finally realized? Oh wait, this is the same as before. Okay. So this is actually skippable.
Wait, isn't?
I'm looking at the bottom screen.
Still nothing.
A question?
Yeah, question the cat. But I think once they like have a mark, like just like in the earlier cases when they do a little like reaction and then you question them.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be able to question the cat, but considering the series, no, I should have known.
Please, remember that time when we questioned a parrot on the trial? Shit.
This is not the
Yes.
first time. But at
Not
least
first
Luke
rodeo.
was there.
I forgot.
True.
This is the same dialogue as before.
But to be fair, it's a parrot, not a cat. And we don't have Luke with us.
This is true.
To be fair.
Did any of you still see the cat reacting at all or making a noise there?
I didn't.
No, it
see
usually does.
anything.
It will
Yeah.
literally have an icon like boing, and it'll make a little noise. Like it absolutely will. It's obvious when it does it. So maybe it's an understatement. Got the Ennis.
Let's see. Waited for my father. I don't know why I killed my father.
Okay. I think you
It's
said that
there.
before too. Yeah.
Yeah, this is, okay. Let me try this again. Turn our thinking around, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's a very classic Ace Attorney move.
Well, that's exactly what I'll do then.
Hold it!
Wait, I think I know what you're gonna do. Okay. Go for it.
Hang on!
I have a question for you, Eve. Eve!
Just what on earth are you doing, Defender?
Espella, bring me back some of these labyrinthian rocks.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Huh? I was just... Eve is Spella's friend, so I was wondering if she might want to have some input.
Whether or not this furry little witness can contribute to the testimony seems to be obvious at a glance.
Is, that so? Well, I guess questioning a cat wasn't the best idea. Oh, where's Luke when you need him?
Do you wish to say something, High Inquisitor Darklaw?
I just remember the line from a fairy tale that I heard when I was little. A fairy tale about Bezella. The Great Witch Bezella is always accompanied by a black cat. Or so it claimed. It would seem there was a grain of truth in that fairy tale after all.
That's true. Eve always follows me.
Always.
Oh! Nick, that means... They must have been together when the incident happened too.
Now that she mentions it. I think I saw a black cat at the bell tower when it happened.
Oh yes, Eve was with me in the bell tower.
Nailed it.
Your Honor!
Yes, Defender.
The defense requests that Miss Cantabella's comment be added to the testimony.
Very well. Request granted. Witness, add what you just said about that cat to your testimony. Yes, my lord. My cat Eve followed me, as always.
Wait. That's not true. We have the sketches of the footprints and there nowhere we saw cat footprints.
Exactly.
only Spella's footprints.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Spella. But there's a problem with that statement.
A problem?
You went up the bell tower in the evening, after it stopped raining, correct?
Yes, I think so, after all. There's proof of that. My footprints were left on the stairs.
That's right. There were footprints on the steps. However, there's something missing in this sketch.
Missing? What do you mean, Defender?
There are no paw prints of Spella's cat, Eve.
Oh,
You said Eve was following you, right? In which case, naturally, there would have to be cat paw prints on the stairs as well.
Objection!
Objection. And here I thought you would say something that makes sense. Such a silly assertion as that can be easily explained. The cat must have climbed up to the accuser's shoulders. Was that not the case, witness?
Yes,
Oh, she's-
Eve was on my shoulders, I think.
It's Darklaw. It's Darklaw. Her demeanor completely changed.
This
Yeah.
guarantees it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Darklaw is literally twisting the testimony to fit whatever she needs.
She dislikes dirt, so when it's muddy, she tends to climb up to my shoulders.
Objection!
Then why didn't you say that before? You testified that the cat was following you.
It's...
Objection!
Objection. This is such a trifling matter, Defender. You would do well to just let it go.
Objection!
It might seem that way to you, but it has important implications. It shows that Spella's testimony is unreliable.
What do you mean?
For a while now, Spella has been testifying in her own words. All the vital parts of her testimony have come from High Inquisitor Darklaw. She made Spella say those things.
Objection!
Good
Objection.
boy, Nick.
Are you claiming that I, the High Inquisitor, am responsible for making the accused commit the perjury?
Well, if that's not the case, then there's one more possibility. Namely, that the witness, Miss Cantabella, has no clear recollection of what happened this evening.
Her eyes are back to normal.
Yep.
What? Are you saying the witness has no memory of the incident?
Spella, do you actually remember what happened? Do you remember entering the bell tower and summoning the fire dragon?
Yes?
You say you also remember the legendary fire which burned this town to the ground.
Yes. Yes, I do. Even though it was a long time ago.
And you remember tonight's events just as clearly? Do you truly remember summoning that terrifying fire dragon and killing your own father?
I don't know. I don't know what happened. I'm Bezella, am I not? I can remember it. The legendary fire. So then why?
My guess would be fake memories implanted by Darklaw.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Why can't I remember anything about what happened tonight?
Your Honor, the defendant is confused and cannot remember what happened. Therefore, her confession that she is the Great Witch is not credible.
Objection!
Objection. What are you talking about, Defender? She admits that she is Basella.
Objection!
Her testimony doesn't hold together.
I am more than one person.
Oh, wait.
Who is the other one within me?
Dark Law.
Espella!
Court attendants, carry the accused to the emergency care room.
A brief summary of the accused's current situation. Espella Cantabella became extremely agitated during the interrogation and proceeded to lose consciousness. She remains unconscious, although her life is not in danger, until the verdict at least.
Well, that's a relief. She had me pretty worried there.
Nick, I don't mean to sound insensitive or anything, but this is just what we needed.
I'm not sure I follow.
The professor is out looking for clues to help us out, right? That means all we gotta do is buy some more time until he returns with his findings.
Maya's right. That's just what we're going to do. Your Honor, it's impossible to continue the trial while the defendant isn't present. And also, it's possible that someone at the crime scene was manipulating the defendant. The defense proposes an intermission in order to carry out further investigation.
What is your opinion on this, High Inquisitor Darklaw?
My opinion is that the Defender is just playing for time.
You're not wrong, but like, fuck you.
She saw right through my plan.
However, I shall allow it. As long, of course, as the townsfolk who have gathered here have no objections.
Very well then.
She's gonna manipulate the crowd, isn't she?
Probably.
Hold it!
Oh?
You, defender, stop messing around!
Oh shit.
What he said!
He's goofy ass lads.
You can't squirm your way out of this! What he said! What he said!
Do you think the other gentleman, Amir, is gonna show up as well?
It's a good question.
I guess there's only one way to find out, huh?
Very true.
Everything. What he said! What he said!
This is fine.
We will
This
reveal
works
your
for the plan
wrongdoings to
regardless.
everyone gathered here.
That is true.
We shall do this!
This still buys time.
And we are definitely gonna use this to our advantage. For sure.
Damn right.
Order! Order! Order!
I don't remember who was voicing him. I think it was Shaw.
Oh yeah, that was me. If anyone should be silenced, it is not us, but the defender over there. Huh?
And who are you?
You ask who we are. We're the ones who watch the bell tower, guard the bell tower, and take cover from rain in the bell tower. Bell tower.
Bell tower indeed, huh?
We are the bell tower guards, known as the Vigilantes, and I am their captain.
Oh, right. That guy showed up at the crime scene. We were trying to investigate it.
You there! You, defender! Yes. What was it you said earlier? While taking advantage of all the confusion, like the rascal you are! You said that someone at the crime scene may have been manipulating the accused. We Vigilantes were at the crime scene. Are you suggesting we were manipulating that witch? No. That's totally not what... Don't think you can silence us like that. We shall have a say now.
We were literally using your evidence to show that, like, something was wrong. Your credibility being thrown out is kind of like not what we need, actually. So no, we were not accusing you of this. Looked up the term they use for vigilantes, and it is comprised of tower watchman / guard. It's a good pun. Huh.
They sure will. No matter what anyone else has to say about it. We are the Vigilantes, dutiful and righteous, superior, happy, fulfilled on the job. Our passion is burning and our blood is red. If you fail to let us speak out, we will have no choice but to turn to violence.
I disapprove of violence. The burning of witches being a necessary exception, naturally.
Huh? Hey, hold on a second. Yellow, is your mic working?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
hear you.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, there we go.
perfect.
Oops. Okay, much better.
Glad we caught it now. Got caught it early.
Thank
Holy
you
shit.
for the heads up.
I thought it was Discord for a second.
It could
Yeah,
have. It
same-
could have
same
been. You may not know this, but it's not unusual for the accused to fall unconscious from this court.
No kidding.
Let us lend our ears to these brave knights. We shall hear what they witnessed.
Very well. These knights will be accepted as witnesses. They may testify.
So we're all gonna have the testimonies of knights, huh? People of Labyrinthia, did you hear the word of the judge? Today's trial is not over yet. In fact, it is just the beginning. Now, Vigilante Captain Boystrom, you may testify to your heart's content.
Lady Dogclaw, thank you for this honor. I will talk to my heart's content. You can be sure of that. Oh, joy.
So much for buying some time.
I think we're about to buy all of the time.
All of the time in the world, Maya.
Okay. That's a look.
What kind
Oh.
of squadron is this? There he is! Oh, wait, I thought that
Oh
was-
my.
What the?
Objection!
Oh my god, is this all the town's...
Wait a minute.
I think it
What
is.
the heck is this?
I think it is.
These are all the fucking witnesses we've already had on the stand.
We Vigilantes despise injustice and equality. We shall remain united, friendly, confident, and self-reliant.
It's very.
We have to deal with this fiendish defender trying to protect the witch.
I think this would have the same. Yeah.
We shall protect our town from this villainous defender. Yeah, whatever. Did I just hear someone crash on the floor?
Honorable Vigilantes, let us first hear your proud names.
I am Vigilante number 1, captain of this unit. My name is Boystrom. One of y'all can take that.
I'm Vigilante number 2. My name is Lotta Lance.
I am Vigilante number 3. My name is Valmung. They say dogs that bark don't bite, but I assure you, I do bite.
Vigilante number 4, name's Lywood.
I'm Vigilante number 5. Name is Shaky.
And I, Vigilante number 6, I am no more than a helpless slave to love. My humble name is Servius.
And I'm the Steel Angel, gracing the Vigilantes with my sweet presence. My name's Foxy. Don't you dare forget it.
I knew you were gonna voice her. I saw her.
Damn right.
And
Yeah,
I
we immediately knew.
Yeah, that is a very character if I ever saw one before.
I'm but a man who wants nothing more than to feel Foxy's steel hands on his back. You could call me Treadon.
He wants to be stepped on. Oh my god.
This man is down so bad that he is on the ground.
He's
Literally down.
down bad. He wants to be stepped on. Oh god.
Vigilante number 9. I got over there.
Just be gibberish.
Libby Chal Chuchun Chumlil.
Oh. Damn.
Okay, this is the dude that made me think like it was all the previous
Yes, this
witnesses.
is the old man.
just-
This is the old man from one
As
of
for
the
me,
previous.
I am the 10th Vigilante. Nothing more, nothing less. Just that.
It's no use. I cannot remember that many new names and faces at once.
It's no use.
Well, anyway. Honorable witnesses, you may testify about this evening's incident. Tell us about everything you saw on this dreadful night. Somebody get me something from this headache.
Oh boy.
Here we go.
Oh my God.
10 witnesses. Okay.
We have been guarding the bell tower ever since it first appeared. No one's ever said a bad word about us.
The defender tried to hide decisive proof that the girl is the Great Witch, but he couldn't fool us.
Before the rain, after the rain, at no point did a single suspicious person approach the bell tower.
But then suddenly footprints appeared on the bell tower stairs. When I saw them, I thought, it's that witch.
My eyes went hazy when it made me shake, and I got dizzy.
The rain stopped and a beautiful butterfly appeared on our side.
Rain is so loathsome. My steel stilettos get dirty from the mud, and my lovely hair loses its texture.
You have no idea how delightful it is when Foxy steps on us in her dirty stilettos and putting the mud on her backs.
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, dude. Oh.
It's funny hearing me do this kind of thing because I'm not a down bad person. So this is really funny.
This is funny. I'll say.
It's a very out of character moment.
Wow.
I didn't run away. I did my duty when I discovered the intruder, I tell ye.
Did you know? We're gonna have to keep an eye on the smaller vigilante. We're gonna have to press on that.
I miss Constantine.
I miss Constantine too.
I've been mulling over this incident, and just now, the realization dawned on me. I remember nothing.
Then why are you here?
Because they paid me to get off of Kame House, that's why.
Well, I suppose that could be summed up by saying...
I just want to be close to Foxy.
You all did the best that you could.
The vigilantes have been taking turns guarding the bell tower since its appearance. Only a witch could have gone past them unnoticed.
Really?
Wait!
No, we shall not wait. Where's
No.
the line?
Yeah.
Something... I caught something just now that I don't think either of you two noticed, and I want to see if you catch it too.
But read the line!
Yes,
Read the line.
that would
Thank you.
seem to
Read
be
the line.
true.
Mm-hmm.
I have just read the line. There you go.
Thank you.
However, I must say that something caught my attention in that testimony. Defender,
Yes, Your Honor?
have you been concealing important evidence?
Whoa. Huh? Why would I do that?
I don't remember which one's which.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's the second
Don't
one.
think you'll get off the hook by claiming you forgot about it, right, Captain Boystrom?
Of course he won't. Defender, you and your companion tampered with the crime scene. And tried to sneak away with a very important piece of evidence.
Would that be the pendant that we grab? I think it is.
Yeah, but they took it away from them, so they don't have it. We did? Wait, is
Now
he
then.
talking about that pendant? But in the end, we gave it to you guys. We weren't trying to steal it or anything.
That's absurd. We saw you putting you putting it in your pocket.
Oh, right. That.
The evidence we retrieved from you has been passed on to the Inquisition. We have done our citizenly duty. Isn't that so, Lady High Inquisitor Darklaw?
This thing, was it?
Oh, that's the pendant that Espella Cantabella is always wearing, is it not?
We've seen that thing. That's Espella's pendant. She never goes out without it.
Oh shit! Wait, didn't she have it on earlier? That's weird. It has to be her after all. She went to the bell tower and used witchcraft. Very well. This pendant shall be accepted as evidence.
Well, the accused
You
was
seem
caught
to
in
be
the act,
hesitant.
so this pendant doesn't change the situation much. Although it should at least clear any doubts as to whether or not she was at the time of the crime.
Oh man! They just appeared just 5 seconds later. They wouldn't have seen us swiping that thing. Right, Nick? Are you okay? You're spacing out.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Was it just me? Or did Darkwa look mighty uncomfortable just now?
She sure did.
No, I sure caught it.
What's more, closer inspection. That pendant seems to have some black blackish stains on the strap.
Not just blackish, it has a red tinge to it.
Defender, you may begin your interrogation.
I do want to press on what the smaller one said.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Oh, God, this fucking ragtag group, I swear.
Mm-hmm. I know who's Very's favorite. Wow.
Whenever he comes up.
I didn't win a while. I did my duty when I discovered the intruder. I tell ye.
Hold it!
Oh my god, you can see all of their icons. It is the 10 of
Oh
them.
my god!
Oh, wow.
Oh no, okay.
You
Not-
discovered the intruder? Can you tell me more about that?
It's the pizza chapter Camille.
Civil Chattel Chuchun Jamil.
I can't do that.
Excuse me?
If you ask me something, address me by my name. Make the name because I'm a bear and I'll make you regret it.
Oh, okay. Zibelchen Chuck Mill?
Kitty, right, kitty! I am not talking to you, honey bear!
She's talking like the Scotsman from Samurai Jack.
Yeah! Oh, come on.
Zibel Chun Chuck Mill. Can you please tell us about what you know? This evening, during the incident, what did you see? Sure! I saw the witch's footprints, that's what I saw!
Good job, Maya. But how? Zibel Charlton sounds kind of Mayan?
Zibel Chuck Mill, do you mean these footprints drawn in the sketch?
I think I care what's going on here. And I think Sho did too.
Aye, those are the ones. And then, what did you do after discovering the intruder? The chief that taught me the part only the intruder I saw, right?
Who reacted?
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Got you.
wait, there's a... Wow, okay. Wow, I'm glad you caught that.
Excuse me, Mr. Boystrom?
Oh! What's this? Out of the blue? Have some respect for the vigilantes.
Is there anything you'd like to comment on from ZB from Number 9's testimony?
Comment? Ah, well, certainly. I remembered about his report.
Yeah, he's the only one who reacted to the statement in a way.
Strange footprints appeared on the bell tower staircase. Why didn't you investigate it as soon as it was reported to you?
We are the fast-footed vigilantes, the most dutiful of knights, given all of our most utmost sense of accomplishment. It is unthinkable that we would not launch an investigation at a report like that.
And yet, I don't recall any such report being passed to the Inquisition.
That's right. I had my hands full with assigning tasks to each of the vigilantes. Myself. So I got a hold of the reliable vigilante and gave him the following order. Investigate the suspicious footprints that appeared on the staircase immediately. That's what I said to him.
Who is that reliable vigilante?
Huh? It was... Well, I'm having a bit of trouble remembering just who it was. But I'm sure it was a young and high-spirited vigilante.
Someone reacted. Aha!
Oh. Discord fucked up.
Okay.
Un momento, por favor. Shaky knows all. There we go. Thank you.
Oh.
Can I ask you something, Mr. Shaky?
Nick, don't! You can't expose that poor guy to your ruthless questioning. Just take a look at him. He may not be able to take it.
How am I supposed to talk to him then? Let's try this again. Please excuse me, Mr. Shaky. The person the captain asked to investigate the suspicious footprints. Was that you by any chance? You just hear the rattling of his armor.
Wow.
This is goofy as hell. Yes. What? It was him?
I feel compelled to say this, but... although Mr. Shaky might be young, very few would describe him as high-spirited.
Huh? What? That may be so, but... Well, what of it?
Mr. Shaky, did you not follow your orders? Didn't you investigate the footprints?
I investigated them, of course. Orders are orders. Everyone looked to be very, very busy, and no one would listen to me. Now, someone finally asked me about it. Vigilante Shaky, ready to report. That was a very convoluted testimony. But at least we now know that this young man's report didn't reach anyone because his seniors were too busy to listen. Yeah! People treat me like I'm a bairn! Did my report go to waste?
What's that? The fourth vigilante, Lywood, seems kind of lost in thought.
That one would also be Yisho if he gets talked to.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's hard to keep track. I know we were going in.
I actually surprisingly am able to keep track of all these dudes. I don't know why.
We did take turns voicing them, almost like in
Yeah, that did help.
Yep.
You did
Let's
jump.
do it.
You did jump immediately to voice the lady, though.
I did.
I can only hope this is all leading somewhere.
There's too many dudes for me. I cannot blame you, honestly.
Let us go back to the interrogation. Witnesses, continue testifying.
One of them mentioned something about the footprints, didn't they? Suddenly, footprints appear on the bell tower stairs. What do you mean, suddenly appear? Tell us more about that.
Hold it!
I don't know about that. Hold on a minute. You saw the footprints on the steps too?
Yes, muddy footprints left by one person, from the entrance all the way up.
The footprints you saw, are they the ones shown in this sketch?
If these are the footprints from the bell tower, yeah.
And when did you notice these footprints?
After the rain, but still quite some time before the incident. Wait a second, Loywood. I don't remember you reporting this to me. Yeah, that's right, but I didn't report it. Loywood, why not? I thought you were serious about your duty, at least compared to the others. Why did you neglect to report that? You're right, Captain. It was out of character. I'm sure there was a good reason why I didn't report it to you. It's no use. I've forgotten. I think I'd remember if someone could give me a clue.
That's two people who don't remember what happened there. That guy, it's like he's teasing us.
We can only hope he remembers what it was.
Sperry jumping at ladies, was it a pounce or a binky?
Probably both.
Probably both.
Binky into pounds.
Jump right into that lady's lap.
Some new info to go on. The culprit entered the bell tower soon after the rain stopped.
Oh, welcome back, CJ.
Yeah. Absolute wreck of a man.
Yeah, do you want to see an absolute wreck of a man? Right here.
Two absolute wrecks of a man.
Hold it!
So, you have steel high heels?
Yes, boy.
Oh.
See? Foxy's heels are always polished to a sparkle.
Oh, wow.
Wow! I could see myself in the reflection. They're like mirrors.
Did you notice anything suspicious during the incident?
Not really. I was busy having some tea at the time.
You were having tea? I made it for her. Tea with milk is just the thing for rainy afternoons. But weren't you supposed to be guarding the bell tower?
I couldn't possibly walk around in the rain. My stilettos would get dirty.
These lovely stilettos. Their tips as sharp as Inquisitor Barnab's sword.
Oh my. Oh.
Jesus.
This, Sure.
Nice.
Who redeemed the nice?
And when they grind, against my armor with such force and passion, oh, I'm the happiest man on earth.
Would you like me to squish you under my stilettos? Just say the word.
No.
My God.
Thanks.
It's not every day someone offers to tread on you. Maybe it's a Labyrinthian custom.
Hopefully, no. Objection, no thanks.
I get walked over in court often enough as is. Ah, now I remember.
No.
Huh? What are you talking about?
Yes, I saw them. I saw the muddy footprints in the bell tower. But I didn't report it to the chief. And now, I remember why I didn't report it.
If that is the case, you will add it to your testimony.
Yes, my lord.
Wait, No, that's not possible because in the footprint sketch, you can clearly see those are not high heels.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Objection!
You seem pretty sure that the footprints in the bell tower were Miss Foxy's. In other words, the footprints you saw were stiletto footprints with pointy tips.
Yeah, pointy. They were hers for sure.
And yet, we have a sketch of the footprints as they were found after the incident.
Ooh. Those footprints, they have rounded tips.
So you see, Mr. Lywood, your testimony contradicts the evidence.
No way!
All right, small victories.
This sketch was drawn by the court illustrator based on how we found the crime scene immediately after the incident. I can guarantee that the sketch is accurate.
Well, I saw what I saw. There was no way I was wrong.
How can you say that?
The reason is pretty simple. If I'd seen footprints like those in the sketch, it wouldn't have occurred to me that they might be Foxy's.
Exactly! Those are nothing like foxes. I would know. Literally. Literally. Oh. Sid Fox's footprints look like the... Oh no.
It's spreading, Chad. It's spreading.
Oh. He doesn't know. He doesn't know, Chad. Oh.
This is quite puzzling. Perhaps the defense can explain this contradiction?
CJ says, why is the last trial of this game so fucking horny? That's a good question.
Only one trail of footprints was found in the bell tower. One of the witnesses claims the footprints had pointy tips. But the court illustrator sketch of the crime scene shows they were rounded.
Where's that?
Is the witness's account correct? Or is it the sketch that shows the truth?
The choices are yours and yours alone.
We did found the flower-covered robe. Flower has stuck to the wrinkled patches. And the baker lady did throw flour to one of the group of knights as well.
This is very true, yes.
So maybe they're both correct, maybe. Maybe someone else.
Both the witness and the sketch are correct, Your Honor.
What?
Two different types of footprint were observed in the bell tower. Now, if neither party is mistaken, it means that two trails of footprints were left on the stairs.
Objection!
Objection. It's so obvious I shouldn't have to mention it, but if you trust that the sketch presents the facts accurately, there was only one trail left on those steps. You can see it quite clearly.
Objection!
Actually, it's possible the sketch is showing two trails.
Psst. And how would that be?
Let's organize this evening's events on a timeline. Mr. Lywood discovered the footprints soon after the rain stopped. Which means that at that point, someone had already entered the bell tower.
Yes, that would be the case.
The footprints that were observed then had pointy tips.
I see where this is going.
And then sometime later, another person went up those stairs. But that person left different footprints. Footprints that had rounded tips.
Oh! I think I could see where this is going.
I'm glad you follow, Your Honor. You see, the second person walked on the footprints that had already been left, perfectly covering them up as they went.
Deliberately trying to stack the evidence.
What?
This explains why only one trail of footprints was left.
Objection!
Objection. Preposterous. That's just too far-fetched. In a world with magic.
What makes you say that?
Even we can tell you that much.
Sumi?
There's no way there were two intruders.
Huh? Oh.
It's a big stretch, honey. Alien body as dim as the witch was invincible.
We would have, look, jeez. We would have seen the other one. What you're saying makes sense. But it's a fact that none of you noticed the second intruder. And the only explanation for that is that the second intruder was also a witch who had also made herself invisible when she entered the bell tower. What? What the heck?
Order! 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 There were two witches?
Objection!
Objection. Ludicrous. Are you honestly just suggesting that two witches managed to sneak into the bell tower?
It may seem ludicrous to you, but you can't say it's not a possibility.
It's easy to bat around possibilities, but your theory alone doesn't change anything. Or perhaps you have some proof to support your little story?
Here we go.
Because we do have proof that Espela Cantavella was in fact at the bell tower at the time of the crime. Not only was she seen by many people, but this was found at the crime scene afterwards too.
The spell is pendant, huh?
If you think there was one more person in the bell tower, then prove it, Defender.
Very well then. The defense shall present evidence. Do you have proof that someone other than the accused was in the bell tower?
Yes. It's a flower-covered robe.
You fucking better have evidence, Luke. I mean, right. Shit.
This was found at the crime scene, so, naturally, it's our proof.
Take that!
Pevy's fucking emotes, I swear.
They're pretty good, I'll say. They are pretty good
That's,
emotes.
what is it?
This robe was found at the top floor of the bell tower. As you can see, it's way too big for a speller.
Yes, indeed. It would seem to belong to a much taller person. And yes, I can also attest that Bevy makes amazing emotes.
Vigilantes, I'd like you all to confirm something for me. Go ahead, Sparrow. Sorry.
Let me just pull some up.
You've been guarding the bell tower ever since it appeared, correct?
Indeed we have, sir.
Had anyone ever gone up the bell tower before the incident this evening?
Which one's this?
This one would be...
You.
Oh, this would be me. Yeah, because I'm looking at the people to the left and right. Of course not. What would our purpose be if we freely allowed people inside?
Suspicious or not, sadly, no one ever approaches our bell tower.
I see. But then... how did this robe get up there? Do you get it now? There must have been a second witch in the bell tower.
Order! Order! So there was 2 witches inside that tower.
Exactly, Your Honor. It's true that the defendant was seen in the bell tower at the scene of the crime. But if another witch was present too, it's impossible to say for sure that it was Miss Cantabella who summoned the fire dragon.
Objection!
Whoa! 10 objections at once.
Calm down, everyone. We must not let this defender confuddle our understanding of the situation.
It was the great witch Bazella that summoned the fire dragon. I'm gonna expose her for what she is!
We braved fierce rapids, scaled high mountains, and crossed vast plains to testify in this court and expose the great witch. What are they talking about?
You'll know soon.
High Inquisitor Dorclaw, permit us to testify again.
You believe you can reveal the truth about the accused?
Yes, Lady Dorclaw. We may just be a bunch of commoners, but we shall offer you our testimony with passion, purpose, and plausibility. Let us speak now, for the sake of Labyrinthia.
Oh man, for the sake of my sanity, please don't speak.
Permission granted. May your words be as sharp as swords. And cut through all lies and fallacies straight to the truth. Show?
Oh, sorry about that. Multitasking.
No worries.
The storyteller finished speaking to the crowds at the town square in the evening. That's when the Great Witch appeared.
Sorry, that's you.
Oh, sorry. I still cannot forget the sound of that terrible incantation. It was undoubtedly that girl's voice.
We run towards the tower as soon as we saw her, keeping our eyes on her to make sure she didn't escape.
We split into two groups at the entrance. One group to guard it, the other to chase down the witch. I was in the first group.
I was one of the pursuers. I ran into that tower and caught the witch.
There was no one but us at this crime scene.
We captured the girl. There was nowhere for anyone to hide there.
Huh. Is that so? Are you sure about that?
I don't know about that.
We're gonna present this once we get to like the cross-examination, okay? We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Okay.
Okay.
There is no other witch. I'm sure of it.
I was guarded the entrance. I had the door locked.
That's right, young one. The fateful bell tower. That fateful incident. We saw them with our own fateful eyes.
Well, I suppose that again can be summed up by saying you all did the best you could.
Damn.
Wow. Kinda harsh, but true.
I have to run to the bathroom. I'll be
Go for
right
it.
back.
No worries.
It does seem so. And what they say is indeed true. It would be decisive proof of the accused's guilt.
Our opponent is a witch. A great witch, to be exact. Things probably aren't as simple as they seem.
If you think so, feel free to look for any cracks in their testimony. If there are any, and if you're up to it.
Defender, you may begin the interrogation.
Here we go.
Toying with the coin.
The one thing that caught my attention was obviously the statement from Foxy, saying that they captured the girl. Right there. Let's see what you say about this.
Confess!
Objection!
You were the rat, weren't you? You were the rat. The eyes of the whole town were locked on the bell tower, and the entrance was locked.
Look at me in the eyes when you're talking to me.
Look at me in the eye when I'm talking to you.
That video is a masterpiece.
It really is. Witches may be able to fuck.
Sorry.
Talk. Which means it's not unreasonable to suggest that escaping from the bell tower was nearly impossible.
Okay, I'm back.
Look at chat show.
However,
Get ready to receive some Holy Spirit.
We did see the sequel.
Yes. Hiding themselves after the incident is a different story.
That's a sketch of the bell tower, isn't it?
Most fascinating. Well, Defender, how about you show us? Enlighten us to what exactly the witch could have hidden. Yeah. I would say the bell, obviously.
Got it!
She hid here, of course, at the very top of the bell tower.
Objection!
Objection. It may seem like a plausible place to hide. However, that part of the bell tower is inaccessible to anyone. The stairs don't go up that as far as the belfry.
Objection!
High Inquisitor Darklaw, we're talking about a witch here. A witch can do lots of things that are impossible to us with the use of magic.
He does have a point.
Gotcha, bitch.
Wow. You haven't done it in a while. You got me. You show us evidence rather than trying to justify your vague theories with the use of magic.
Much like how y'all were doing at the very beginning of the game. She kind of has a point, Nick.
How else could someone get to the top of the bell tower? There has got to be a way. Was it magic? Or was it something a little more plausible? Whatever it was, I need proof.
It's getting late. I could see no point in dwelling on this. Defender, you may continue the interrogation.
There's no other witch, I'm sure of it. Tell me more about that.
Hold it!
A witch could have used magic to remain unseen. Sorry to disappoint you, but no one used any magic at that time.
So certain? What makes you so sure?
To cast a spell, a witch needs to say that spell's incantation. And we heard no incantations, nor any other suspicious noises. Oh, she reacted.
Everyone reacted.
Everyone reacted. That man is full of shit and everyone fucking knows it.
It's question number 10 who's spinning in place.
Yeah, he's the most active, ain't he?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on!
Excuse me, Mr. Wordsmith? I do not know by anyone of that name. Yeah. Anyway, would you like to comment on Mr. Tredon's testimony? I see you have nothing to say. He's in Greenfield mode again. Do not rush to conclusions, young one.
Huh?
I am on a green field, sky-clad, watching petals dancing in the wind. Master Roshi, when he's high as fuck, holy shit.
Oh my god, no kidding.
Yep, I knew you'd say that. And yet, a single shaft of light has shone through the dark abyss of my memory. I heard something in the bell tower when he went to apprehend the witch. What did you hear? Was it an incantation? No, it wasn't an incantation. Nevertheless, it sounded like a woman's voice. Mr. Wordsmith, this is extremely important information. Please add this to your testimony. Yes, I shall do that. It's best that I tell you about it now, before I forget again.
As the defender requested, you will now testify about that sound you heard. So, one thing that I have been waiting on and I am nervous about. Everyone's faces are completely masked up. If any of them were to be manipulated like Espella is, we wouldn't be able to notice it, would we?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm worried about.
This is still eluding me.
You will piece it together soon. I believe that.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. We were, Phoenix and Maya were about to insert the pendant there, but we were stopped by the vigilantes in the previous episode.
Objection!
The defense has a theory regarding the source of those strange sounds. Oh, fuck off, spam calls. It was most likely this.
Speaking of strange sounds.
Yeah, no shit. Not now, Otacon. I'm in a court case. This mechanism is on the middle floor of the bell tower.
That reminds me. There was some contraption up there unlike anything I'd seen before.
That would be you, Yellow.
That's right, Chief. We never touched it, though.
How about we try operating that contraption to see what it does? We might just be able to reproduce the sound that Mr. Lottolance heard at the crime scene.
Right! You might be onto something!
But it was I who testified about it before that young man.
I talked about it too. Well, you've got my curiosity. Let's see you set that contraption in motion.
My lord, just leave it to me. Get ready, everyone. Prick up your ears.
Yeah, it's definitely him. That's it. Oh, it's the old man. Oh, I think.
Yeah, the old man. So that's you, show.
Oh, wait. That's the very same sound I heard.
Oh, it is. That's what I heard as well.
Yes, that's it. That's so very clear.
You can tell it's him because of, yeah. That's really good attention to detail.
As you've all seen, or rather heard, it's clear that device was operating shortly after the incident.
Objection!
This doesn't change the fact that we know nothing about what that contraption does. Your demonstration hasn't led us to any valuable conclusions.
Objection!
Remember our demonstration a little while ago?
Demonstration? Are you referring to that silly contraption?
Objection!
That contraption serves a very specific function. The plan of the bell tower shows no stairs leading up to the belfry. Now, if you think about it in relation to the plan, it's obvious what this contraption is for. It's a mechanism enabling access up to the belfry.
What? Is that what it is? Order! Order!
Another witch was in the bell tower when the incident happened. And the reason she wasn't discovered is because she used that contraption to reach the belfry and hide up there.
Objection!
Objection! Hold your horses, Defender. You seem oblivious to the contradiction in your reasoning.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about your literal demonstration earlier. Yes, the device was set in motion that made some strange noises, and yet... that's all it did!
Well now.
That's right. Nothing else happened. If it was a device for accessing the top of the tower, then why didn't it take us there?
Ergo, that contraption is of no relevance to this case. Which brings us back to my erstwhile conclusion that there was no other witch.
Objection!
It's too early to say that, High Inquisitor.
And why is that?
Sure, our demonstration didn't show it. But maybe the device didn't work because it wasn't used correctly.
What? Why do you think so?
My reasoning is simple. Let's just say it would be troublesome if just anyone could go up and sound that bell. So it's reasonable to assume that access to the belfry would be restricted. In other words, that a special key would be needed.
It's dependent.
Mm-hmm.
A key?
And I think I just know what that key is.
Before I ask you to present evidence, I'd like you to summarize your theory. You believe there was another witch in the bell tower at the time of the incident, and that this witch used a contraption within the tower to make her way up to the belfry and hide there.
Your whole theory rests solely upon that contraption. If it doesn't allow access to the belfry, then your reasoning is completely wrong. I'm sure you know what would mean for Espella. Your mistake would seal her fate.
Yes, I'm aware of that.
All right then. The defendant shall prove its theory. show us this key needed to operate the contraption in the bell tower.
Take that!
The key to the contraption is this pendant.
That belongs to the accused, doesn't it?
That's right. We found it at the crime scene. Now, if we take a look at the bottom part of this contraption, there's a depression here about the exact same size of the pendant.
Oh, yes, I remember it. A hole in the shape of that pendant. But I don't get it. Why would that pendant be the key to the bell tower?
I don't know either, at least not for now. But the point is, it definitely is. With this pendant, we should be able to operate the contraption and access the belfry.
Well then, the court will grant the defense a chance to prove its assertion. However, you shall be given one chance only.
That's all she needs, please. This is Yellow we're talking about here.
I do. Are you ready, Defender? Make sure you're prepared for the consequences of a mistake. This will be your only chance. If it doesn't work, that will be the end of it.
Yes, I'm ready. I've got to be right about this.
Good.
To be honest, this looks like a puzzle.
I got
A
this.
puzzle during the middle of a court case?
That's interesting. That should
Sick.
tell you we're getting close.
Oh, it's almost time for Layton to show up. I can feel it in my bowels.
When that happens, I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh my god, right after I said that! Right after I said that!
Oh my god.
I wish the professor were here. This is totally his field of expertise.
Are you ready, Nick? Should we give it a try?
Yeah, it's got to work.
It's time to put my abilities to the test.
The spellless fate depends on this. Talk about pressure. I've got to stay calm.
It is a puzzle.
Sick.
I got this.
She just cracked her knuckles. I heard that shit.
I did. Let me take a crack at this puzzle. Pendant light is reflected by the blue gems on the circumference of the gears of the machine. Each gear will rotate 90 degrees when turned. Rotate the gears to align the blue gems and redirect the light. The large central gem would only reflect light when in the vertical position, and when rotated, light must hit the red gems on either side at the same time.
This is an excellent time for me to grab an apple.
It's not Maya's talking.
Do it, Yellow. Just do it.
Okay, Nick, let's give this thing a shot.
There you go.
That was it. Now go get your apple.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Bastard of a game! God damn it!
Whoa, a beam of light. Of course. This must be the key.
That light is just begging to be pointed at one of those red gems.
You're right. Still, it looks like there's some kind of trick to the whole thing.
A trick?
Yeah, think about it. There are two gems. I bet we have to light them both simultaneously. Looks like we're gonna have to do it with only this single beam of light, too.
Huh? Are you sure we can pull that off?
You should look at my face right now.
Yeah.
I already solved it.
Yeah. I have no clue, but you've got no choice but to try. All we have to do is move the gears and bounce the light off those blue gems.
All right. No time for the jitters, Nick. We've got to make this work. For Spella. Okay. Ready?
Even when I'm not here, the puzzles follow those who follow me.
Let's fucking go. I'm so quick.
Marvelous.
Let's fucking go. What a genius.
Sorry?
No, she's getting the food, remember?
Yeah. Did you see that? It lit up for like 1 second.
I hit my boob.
Yeah, it did, but that was only one
Fuck.
gem.
What gives? Nothing's happening. Ow.
What exactly did you expect?
Oh, I go by Sperry. I smacked my boob into one of the fucking doorway frames as I was running over here.
Happens to the best of us, Very. I understand. The gems must be lit simultaneously.
But there's only one light. That's impossible.
Indeed. Now then, I believe we have our answer. It is, as you say, impossible.
Oh.
There's more to this.
Wait a second. Let me just try one more time.
That will not be necessary. Your time is up.
That's because I am necessary.
Or have you already forgotten? You were given only one chance to back up your claim.
Oh, I see. There's a missing piece. No way! I bet you she took it at some point.
Maybe it's in the spell still.
Maybe. In the end, the defense has failed to prove its theory. If the contraption cannot be operated with the pendant,
But the pendant fit but the pendant fit right into the mechanism. There's no way that's a coincidence. But still. No matter how much I try, it seems impossible to direct the light at both gems simultaneously.
It seems your foolish experiment wasn't too much of a waste of time.
Huh?
While you were tinkering with that contraption, the accused regained consciousness.
oh, it's Bella.
Is she okay?
Well, despite seeming a bit confused, she's in better shape now.
What do you mean by that?
Although, I wouldn't describe her situation as okay. Quite the opposite, in fact. Don't tell me you've forgotten your agreement with the judge. You failed to prove your theory, and so the accused's fate has been decided.
There's nothing I can say to that.
Attendants, bring the accused.
Come on, Layton. We need you now, dog. You and Luke. Where are you? Scooby-Doo, where are you?
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Accused, the trial has reached its conclusion in your absence. The court shall now announce its verdict.
The verdict. You are the Great Witch, and your true name is Bezella. This evening, A terrible crime took place. You killed your father, the storyteller, using the spell Grandworm. Does the accused have anything to say?
Yes, I am Bazella, the one that brought calamity upon this town.
Her eyes looked normal when she said that.
Yeah, she really believes it this time.
That's
And
gonna be
my
a
memories
problem.
Are proof of this. I remember the legendary fire in which this town was burned to the ground, and this day several hours ago. I summoned a fire dragon and took my own father's life. There is no doubt that the Great Witch is a part of me.
I understand.
Hold it!
No, Espella, you can't. Don't say that. You're under a spell. Don't give up just yet.
Cool.
What?
You've been fighting a battle in this court. You have come here with your logic, finding contractions to astound everyone. It was your battle, not hers. So how can you be telling her not to give up when you have already dropped your sword? You are the true knight of the court. You will fight your battle to the end.
Why are you giving us a motivational speech?
Why is she telling me this? It almost sounds like she's encouraging me. Is she waiting for something? No, don't fucking tell me.
It's okay, Mr. Wright. Ever since I was little, I can only remember being all alone. But that's not really true. There were people who were dear to me and memories that I cherished. At least, I think there were, but I've already lost all that. They were taken from me the moment I became Bazella.
Poor Espella.
Since then, I started working at Aunt Patty's bakery. I met Mr. Wright, Maya, Mr. Layton, and Luke. The four of you did all you could to help me. I am truly happy to have met you. But blame for the Great Witch's crimes rests solely on my shoulders. So let's put an end to this now. Bazella must not remain in this town. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Espella.
Well then, it is time for the final verdict.
Think, Phoenix, think! Isn't there anything I can do? I just need something.
Her bracelet.
Anything.
Her bracelet.
What?
It's the same as the pendant.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh! Anything
Right
that
there.
can offer even a single glimmer of hope in this darkness of despair. There's gotta be something. Right?
Objection!
Man, when you said bracelet, I thought you were talking about Apollo Justice. I'm like, he's not in this game. I'm like, oh.
An actual bracelet.
Yes.
Your Honor, please hold off with the verdict.
What's that, Defender?
It's too early to pass the final judgment on Espella.
What? Explain yourself.
You said earlier that the trial has reached its conclusion. But there's something we have yet to examine. It sounds like it's...
What are you suggesting?
Do you mean to say you have some new evidence?
But surely there couldn't possibly be any new evidence at this late stage.
Very well, Defender. We shall play along with you just one more time. Now, show us this evidence that we haven't yet seen.
The new crucial piece of evidence is...
On Estella's person.
Yeah. There's only one place where it can be. It's in Espella's possession.
I haven't?
I saw it for a second. Something there that she shouldn't have. An item that contradicts what we've heard. My gut feeling's telling me that this item is the key to this whole case.
Most interesting. I shall enjoy watching you hopelessly struggle through this like a fish caught in a net.
Now, Defender. Show us this new evidence that the accused supposedly has in her possession.
Right there. Clear.
My hand!
Got it!
Espella? Can I see the bracelet on your left hand?
Yes, certainly, if you like. It's actually a pendant, you know. But the strap got torn somehow when I was up in the bell tower.
You know, the name Phoenix now is starting to make a lot of sense. Now I get it.
Yeah.
That's why I've had it around my wrist since, well, just before this trial started. But this pendant, it looks exactly the same as the one we already have here.
Marvelous.
Wait a minute. What's all this?
We confiscated her pendant at the crime scene.
Why? Why is she wearing it now?
I don't get it. It's giving me a headache. Oh wait, that is me.
Yeah, that is you.
So I was right. I have another question about this pendant. Espella, do you remember when exactly the strap broke?
I'm trying to remember, but no, I can't. I know it was still fine when we parted ways, but... Rosie, please. Leave the cable alone.
It's just like Espella. She has a cat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In other words, she has no memory of it. She doesn't remember when it broke or when she tried to tie it to her wrist.
That's certainly bizarre, I must say.
I get the feeling we're gonna give that puzzle another try.
Yeah.
Your pendant has already been submitted as evidence.
Objection!
And yet Espella still has her pendant. That's a fact we can all attest to, which means there must have been 2 pendants to begin with.
Really?
Objection!
Objection. So there are 2. And the accused was caught red-handed at the crime scene. Whether this pendant is hers or not, it doesn't change anything.
Yeah. She was caught red-handed by us, the vigilantes.
This pendant proves something crucial to this case.
It can't be more crucial than us catching her at the crime scene.
The second pendant wasn't dropped by Espella. So, as the defense already suggested, one more person was at the crime scene.
1 per witch.
What? What? To the wave!
What?
The old man turned into a balloon and just flew away.
The other guy.
Order! Order! Accused! Submit your pendant as evidence this instant! Yes, my lord. Nick, if we have 2 pendants to work with, maybe we can see if that strange contraption will work this time.
It's not over yet.
It's not.
Now it makes sense. That must be why it didn't work before. Your Honor, the defense would like to try operating the mechanism in the bell tower one more time.
What? Why now?
The contraption didn't work before because we only had 1 pendant. But both pendants are needed to operate it properly.
Foolishness! Try as many times as you like. It's no use. High Inquisitor Doclaw, you know this is a waste of time.
No.
If it's not going to work anyway, why not let the defender see for himself? She's on our side, weirdly enough.
She is actually on our side. I thought she was pulling the strings here.
This is some real Edgeworth energy chat. If you know, you know.
Maybe to her this is just a game and she wants to see it keep going. Maybe she finds it fun.
Maybe.
She's involved somehow. She is involved.
But maybe she knows something that we don't.
Definitely.
Exactly. 100%.
What?
Defender, if you think you can cooperate the contraption with 2 pendants, then I suggest you go ahead and try it, unless it has already dawned upon you that such a plan is futile.
The defense shall be given one more chance to verify its theory about the aforementioned contraption. Let us now make our way to the bell tower.
Again. This is going to be your last try.
I know.
Are you not terrified? The life of the accused rests in your shaking hands. We won't be having any more "let me try again, please, your honors." Besides, you must be aware that this puzzle might well be unsolvable. There's no such thing, for every puzzle has an answer.
Well said. I wouldn't have been able to solve a puzzle like this before arriving here in Labyrinthia. But now, I'm sure I can take on any puzzle.
You said it, Phoenix.
And that's all thanks to you, Professor. You taught me that every puzzle has a solution.
Damn right.
I have everything I need now. What do you say, Maya? Should we hurry up and get started? Oops.
Sure thing. It's puzzle busting time.
So, same rules as last time, but with 2 lasers this time around.
Yeah, that's my conclusion, Bevy.
Are you ready for
Darklaw knows
round
something
2?
is up at this point and is interested.
There we go. Just like last time. But now with the introduction of a second laser.
Damn. That is sick as fuck, actually.
Your Honor, there is
so
a clear
fast.
contradiction in this puzzle.
Marvelous.
Puzzle solved. Take that.
I got this. Taste the pain puzzle.
I'm sure I did it right.
Nothing's happening.
Oh God. The sound. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Oh, that's insane.
What?
We have not seen technology like this, have we?
No. What an astounding contraption.
Oh,
What do we have here? It's still no comparison to the incomparable astoundingness of Mother Nature.
ooh. I'd like to climb up the stairs. I like being on top.
We shall escort
We shall escort you!
you.
At the same time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take...
Just falls down.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick. Let's go see what's upstairs.
Nick, isn't this bell?
Yeah, I
It's
think you're
the-
right.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
That's
shit.
the bell that was taken from underground. The bell of ruin. The bell that must not be sounded.
Nick, there's someone hiding behind the bell.
Right now?
Kira?
You.
It's you. Now that's the last person I expected to find here. Miss Kira.
Huh. No way, we're gonna keep it going.
What is happening?
Yeah, we are absolutely
What is
finishing
happening
this.
right now?
Let's do
I
this.
know exactly what's happening right now.
I didn't expect her to show up though. What the fuck?
That's why she was in the town.
Wait. It's so quiet in here. Yes, here we go. It's so quiet in here. There's no sound to be heard.
Let's be very careful though, Luke. The puzzle we just dealt with is not necessarily the only one in place here.
Right you are, Professor.
Let's proceed with caution.
Professor Layton time.
Man, it's so different going from Phoenix to this guy.
Yeah, it is.
Like on a dime. Oh man.
It's definitely deliberate, though. They're now going to show us what's going on while the trial is happening.
That is true. Is this what I think it is? It looks like a lift.
Indeed it does. But it does look like the kind of lift which we are all well acquainted.
But we haven't seen anything else like this since we arrived in Labyrinthia.
Yes, quite. In truth, I didn't think machinery of this sort existed here. I wonder what's using as a source of power.
Well, since there seems to be no other way up, does that mean we get to ride it?
Indeed. That would seem the most logical course of action. I must say, I find the presence of such a device most intriguing. But we can't stand around pondering such things now. There will be a time for that later. Onwards and upwards, my boy.
Right then, let's go, Professor.
I know I keep saying this, Luke, but bear in mind that we must proceed with caution.
I'm with you on that one, Professor. Here we go.
Hold up.
Professor, we've stopped. What's going on here? Are we trapped?
No, I don't believe so, Luke. Although I do get the feeling that something is about to happen.
Something, Professor? What do you mean by something?
Luke, stand close to me.
Okay. It's a puzzle.
Puzzle!
It is a puzzle.
I love puzzle.
Turns from... Oh, okay. Blue lights, that... If that was gold, this should be Astron technology.
Yeah, sure would.
A stone touches stands before you. Beneath it lies a panel with what appears to have once been a crest of some kind, now a disjointed mess. Move the panels by touching the arrows that connect them, and rearrange the pieces so that the crest is correctly displayed. Okay. Touch the arrow on the touchscreen below to swap the selected pieces. Rearrange the pieces to complete the crest. Be careful, as there is a limit to the number of times you can move pieces. Okay. We can restart it though. We can...
I thought about it.
Yeah. No. Okay.
That was not the biggest bird.
Indeed, it's not. Marvelous.
Let's see if I've proven myself. That was indeed an intriguing puzzle.
I love puzzles.
Most of the time when I see an owl statue, I think of Legend of Zelda. It does love making owl statues.
Here we go.
I think it's because of Noboru from Ocarina of Time, actually, that they just, from there, continue to make owl statues.
Don't believe...
Yeah, it looks like the text is auto-going.
Just like the lift.
That's fine.
Just like the lift. We stopped again. Another stage of puzzle?
Indeed, that would appear to be the case.
I'll take on this one, Professor.
All right, but don't overexert yourself. We need to work together to solve the rest of this puzzle.
Roger that. Is it gonna be a sequel to the previous one, maybe?
This is
It
the
is.
puzzle gauntlet.
Okay. Same as the last one, but 40 picker rats. Yeah.
Oh, my bones!
You heard that?
Yes. The wagon.
Same rules as last time, huh? Let's do this.
Magma Dragoon.
In still 4 turns, despite the fact that it's much bigger. It's twice the size. It's 8 pieces instead of 4 like before.
Oh!
I'll take your challenge.
I see. Okay. It's simpler than you think.
I know it is very...
Me see nothing.
It's very... I am being theatrical.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it.
Maybe these are the kind of puzzles that I'm way better at than, like, a lot of the ones that I've seen.
So that's the puzzle.
Visual puzzles kind of seem to be more my thing.
I've already seen the answer.
That's what I should have pressed. Damn it! I'll get
It
it
was
next
indeed
time.
an intriguing puzzle.
Is there gonna be a part 3, I wonder?
Absolutely. Rule of 3 in video games. Come on.
Here we go. Ah, we stopped again.
Well then, allow me to take on this one.
Professor, I'm having a deja vu.
I know I've been in this place before.
50 picarets.
Alright, what's the
I gotta
animal this
say-
time?
6
The
turns.
designs on these are, like, really pretty.
Same rules as last time.
Oh,
Right.
I love that. That's so good. And it's just used for a puzzle.
That's all the puzzles in Layton, really.
God. Actually, I'm gonna screenshot this. This actually might help me with my logo later.
You should screenshot
I
it
got
when it's
some
completed.
ideas. Oh, I was screenshotting the design in the top left.
Marvelous. Simple and easy.
Allow me to show you my puzzle-solving skills. Come what may, puzzles are there to be solved.
Excellent.
That was an exceedingly difficult puzzle.
The next stop must be our destination.
I think you're probably right, Luke.
Well, this is it, Professor.
And may I add,
Cutscene. You can see all of Labyrinthia from here.
It seems we have arrived at last.
Oh, this is a pretty garden.
Ooh, I love places like this so goddamn much. Oh,
It's floating.
why hide something all the way up here where no human can reach it?
This is certainly different. There are flowers and plants everywhere. I can even see a water wheel over there.
It is a beautiful place.
This evening breeze is a little chilly. So,
Is this the storyteller's garden, then?
I think that's probably a safe assumption, Luke. Judging by the abundance of water and rose bushes, it's being well taken care of. I'd be inclined to say the tower seems more akin to a castle.
Who'd have imagined we'd end up in a beautiful place like this? Let's investigate.
Let's... Any hint coins around here?
Kingdom Hearts ass castle. Well, I'd say it's prettier than that.
I like the flowers here.
I adore the flowers.
Oh.
I really, really, really love flowers in particular. Like really just uncommon ones that just strike my eye.
This building is really something else. I guess this part must be the storyteller's house. Espella must have lived here when she was younger.
Yes, indeed. This must have been her family home.
Her family. I wonder if she had any plans to ever come back here.
No matter where she goes or what she does, family is family. This will always be her home.
I'd say it's highly likely... Oh, that's you. Sorry.
I'd say it's highly likely that she would wish to come back here someday.
I suppose so. Even if her family was only the two of them.
The relationship between Espella and her father may well prove to be an important clue.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing, Professor. Huh?
What's the matter, Luke?
It's nothing. I'm probably seeing things, but for a moment there, I thought I saw something moving at the top of the tower? Sorry. It must have been just my imagination. Let's go inside, Professor. This music is beautiful too.
It is time for me to find something akin to a sword, because I predict that I will be going into a sword fight soon. As my games always end with.
Yeah. Most of them do. But Descal is not here.
Nope. True.
This appears to be a child's room.
It certainly seems that way. From its condition, I'd say it hasn't been used for some time. Presumably it was used by Espella as a child.
Right. So this is where Espella grew up. Something pretty big must have happened to make her leave home so young. I wonder how Espella and the storyteller used to get along together.
Espella is a young lady of strong conviction and a kind heart. I'm certain that's because she grew up with a fine home environment. In other words, I'm sure she and her father must have spent some quality time here together.
Yeah, I have a feeling you're right about that. For Espella, this place must be full of precious memories. I almost feel we're intruding, coming in here like this.
But Luke, we have no choice if we wish to save Espella.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. When you put it like that, I guess she wouldn't mind even if she knew. Oh, blue? Crikey! Professor, behind the curtain! There's someone there! Oh, it's just a...
The mysterious figure turned out to be...
just a doll. Whew, that's a relief. My heart was in my mouth.
Espella must have played with this doll as a child.
Huh? What's this? Look, Professor, there's a child's picture book here. The title is The First Story.
It would appear to be a handmade children's picture book.
I wonder if it was written especially for Espella.
It may well have been. Evidently, a great deal of loving care has been put into the writing and illustrations.
There was a bad witch in the town. All of the carrots in the field disappeared, and all the money in the bank was turned into pumpkins. The people of the town had to put up with all kinds of mischief from the witch. They didn't know what to do. Then one day, a brave young girl appeared and said to the townsfolk, "When the witch uses witchcraft, she always uses a big stick, doesn't she? So if we take away her stick, we'll be able to stop her." After hearing this, the people of the town set a trap for the witch and managed to capture her. At her trial, the bad witch said this to the people. "Even now, the legendary great witch Bezella is living here in this town. Bezella is the queen of all the witches. She is the one who gives us witches life." The townsfolk punished the witch, and peace was restored to the town once more. To this day, Bezella is still hiding somewhere in the town. But the brave townsfolk will not be beaten by the bad witches.
Who had thought there would be a fairy tale about Bezella? She's a mysterious character, alright?
Tell me, Luke, why do you think the author chose to write about a Bezella in a children's picture book?
Huh? Well, maybe to make their child behave? Something like, if you don't do as they are told, Bezella will come and get you.
Yes, indeed, that is a possibility. Still, I have to wonder. Why is it that some lowly witch was caught, and not the great Bezella herself?
Well, I suppose it is a bit strange. If Bezella herself had been caught, the story could have been brought to a more conclusive ending. Do you think there's another reason?
It's certainly a possibility. I don't suppose there are other handmade picture books in the room apart from this one.
Handmade picture books. I don't see any. I guess that must be the only one.
Which would imply this book has some special significance.
I guess so. After all, it is handmade. I bet she really treasured it. Do you think it was the storyteller who wrote this book?
The handwriting does seem very similar to that of the story. This book appears to have been written with a touch more care and attention, but I imagined it was the storyteller who wrote it.
He must have written it as a gift from father to daughter. That actually seems really thoughtful, even if the story itself is a little scary. I'd like to take this book to Suspella.
Yes, let's do just that, Luke. We must take good care of it.
The first story.
That may end up being the key thing that breaks the whole case.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I believe we've seen all there is to see here. Let's press on, Luke.
Oh. This must be his study? What do you make of this room, Professor? It's not very tidy.
This appears to be the very top room of the tower. The parchment lying on the floor here seems very similar to the type on which the storyteller writes his stories.
I think we can say with some certainty that this is the storyteller's room.
Huh? This is the storyteller's room? I was imagining something a bit grander, like a throne room with all kinds of posh decorations.
While I agree that it's a little eccentric, it's unmistakably the study of an author. He probably spent all his time in here, continuously writing those stories.
It's all coming back to us. The stories. I wonder what Isabella thought of it all. Her father reading stories for all the townsfolk, I mean. I wonder if she looked forward to seeing the new stories completed, or if she...
The stories were probably a little too mature in content for a young child. I don't imagine the storyteller would have shown Isabella many of them.
But in that case, surely she can't have had many opportunities to even talk to her father, given how busy he was. I guess that means she was pretty lonely. It must have been hard for her, even knowing how important those stories are for the people in town. But I don't think it's right. No child should be unable to talk with their father.
I absolutely agree, Luke. I believe it will be important in the upcoming trial to have an understanding of Isabella's feelings towards her father.
Professor...
Knowing you, Luke, I'm sure you must have a lot of things on your mind at the moment. So if there is anything at all you want to talk about, you will tell me, won't you?
Of course I will, Professor.
I'm always ready to listen, Luke. Now then, shall we start investigating this room?
I love these two so much.
They're great.
So much. I
They're
love
fantastic.
I love Luke and Layton. Look, Professor, a photograph. Wait, I didn't think they even had photographs in this town.
Huh. They always use sketches.
Indeed, it's not the kind of thing one would have expected to find here.
You're right. I certainly haven't seen any cameras about since we got here. There's no doubt that this is a photo, though. What could that mean?
This may be in some way related to the tower being so closely protected. What do you see in the photograph, Luke?
There are two children, both young girls. It's
Oh
Dark
my
Claw!
God.
It's Dark Claw!
That's why she cares so much.
Are they sisters? Wow.
They have to be siblings.
No. Hold on.
Wait.
Remember the guy who died with the tomato juice poison? What's his name? You know what I'm talking about. The guy who took that girl at
The Alchemist. The Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
Yeah.
Remember when he said he had a daughter? They never mentioned the name or anything.
Maybe they were friends. Maybe they were best friends.
That were best friends. So
Okay.
she must be the alchemist's daughter. So remember when I said maybe something happened that involved those two a long time ago, and this is all just kind of a way to like. Because clearly the alchemist knew something, because he said, it's time for me to expose it all. I can't live with this secret. There was a secret, apparently, that seemed to be so fucking dark and so important that it would literally tear the fabric and foundation of this entire fucking town. It literally destroys its entire purpose of existence. So you're like, oh shit, what could it be? And we now know that these two were involved, and as you both have said, this corroborates Dark Law's reactions towards certain moments in the trial so far.
Maybe.
I'm wondering what the storyteller specifically did.
My
Because
guess.
if there is a photo of these two like this, that means he's hiding, or was hiding, something that would absolutely cause everyone to question
the stories.
What do you think, Yellow?
I have a theory, but
Let's hear it.
This town is absolute fiction. It is controlled by stories, after all. The stories of a man called the Storyteller. He has a daughter. Maybe the daughter was never supposed to interact with the characters in the story.
Wait a minute.
Considering where this all is and the fact that it is kept so far away from everyone else, and the resentment that must have started to build from his daughter towards him, she was likely never meant to interact with the townsfolk.
Exactly.
He probably intended to keep her up here the entire time.
Exactly.
Which would explain why the room is such a mess. Because this guy is frantically drawing up stories to fix whatever is happening, and he's making sketches for these cases to basically have everything covered and so that nothing ever gets out. So whatever this secret is, something happened to cause the fire, and something tells me it revolves around these two here.
Exactly. So, let's find out, shall we?
Let's do it. I'm ready. This photo looks quite old, doesn't it?
I wonder who they are.
Well, one of them is surely a speller. There could be little doubt about that.
Hey, you're right. And look at that pendant. Each of them has a pendant, it's true.
Yep. The fact that she's continued to wear it ever since shows just how important that pendant must be to her.
What about this other girl? Do you think she's a friend of Espella's?
Indeed. I'd wager the two of them were rather close friends at that.
They do look pretty chummy, alright? See, they even have the same pendant.
A glimpse into a speller's past. This may well prove to be an important clue. I would like to ask her about it face to face. Let's borrow it for the time being.
I wonder if there are any other clues knocking around.
Well, I'd say something that you... Excuse me. Well, I'd say the something that you thought you saw moving earlier is a point worth pursuing.
But... isn't this the last room in the tower? I must have just been imagining things.
Not necessarily, Luke. If I'm not mistaken, there should be a way of getting beyond even this room. Let's look around more closely.
Right you are, Professor. Is it the piano? Oh. Using a piano to open a secret passage, huh? Sounds familiar.
Resident Evil as hell.
This
Chrono
is...
Trigger.
What is it, Luke?
Sorry.
Resident Evil, Chrono Trigger, and now Layton vs Phoenix. This letter on the on top of the piano, this was evidence during the trial.
Oh, shit. That trial, my boy?
Yes, the trial about Sir Belduk's death. The trial where you were...
Ah, you must mean when I was turned to gold. In which case, this letter is the one that... the storyteller's owl Hoot gave us after we paid him a visit.
Well, yes, it is, but that letter was completely blank, wasn't it?
Indeed it was.
That was meant to be Sir Luke's suicide note, which he addressed to the storyteller.
His suicide note, you say?
But Sir Luke's butler swapped the letter for some plain sheets of parchment before it got delivered. And those blank sheets were given to us by Mr. Hood, who knew something was strange about them.
I see. I certainly missed out on some intriguing developments during my absence.
The real suicide note was revealed at the trial. But how has it ended up here?
Well, I imagine that's quite simple, Luke. It's likely that after the trial is finished, the letter was returned to its rightful owner. It was addressed to the storyteller after all.
Right, I guess that does make sense. I suppose the storytellers finally had a chance to actually read it then.
Yes. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume that he most likely did it so very recently. Perhaps even today, while sitting at the piano. What on earth was going through his mind here before that final parade? There's something we're not seeing here. We need to investigate this closely, Luke.
What could it be? Surely this is not a trap of some kind. A trap of sorts, if you will.
It's unlikely that a trap would be so obvious. Just a moment. Just a moment. There's some kind of puzzle in this piano. Oh, there we go. We got a piano puzzle.
The piano puzzle. Oh, that's a pretty illustration.
Ooh.
Okay, puzzle 68, musical score. Below the stained glass window is written, "When the stars have aligned, the goddess shall pluck her harp, bringing forth her serene song. Rearrange the musical notes to create a lovely melody." Huh. A Professor Layton puzzle involving a melody reminds me of the Eternal Diva movie, if you remember. We watched that movie together, actually.
Oh yeah,
There was
city
a
that was under the water. Yeah,
exactly. Descole wanted to find ambrosia, and it turns out there was another melody secret in the sheets of paper. It was the Song of the Sun.
No.
That's what he said.
No.
Arrange the musical notes to create that lovely melody.
You know, I just noticed too throughout this entire game while you're solving this.
What?
Both Layton and Phoenix do not have their respective counterparts with them in this game, and they're not even mentioned once.
Interesting.
They're consistent.
True. Okay. I'm waiting for the... Yes!
I've already seen the answer.
Damn.
Marvelous.
The joy of solving puzzles.
You're pretty good.
I wish there was a way to, like, not need to wait for the sparkle to happen, but...
You like speed it up or something.
Yeah, but there we go.
Look, Professor! A stairway just appeared. Could there be another room above this one?
I have a feeling that the rooftop we saw from the garden continues above here.
Oh, I can see what you mean, Professor. It's really dark in here, but moonlight seems to be coming in from up above.
Well, there's no turning back now. The answer to the biggest mystery of all is surely waiting for us ahead.
I think so too, Professor. I wonder what on earth it could be.
The next step in the storyteller's story, if I'm not mistaken.
The next step? But the story has already finished, hasn't it?
Not yet, Luke. It's still a little too soon for the ending.
CJ. Whis, why is this mirror spinning?
The storyteller?
I knew he wasn't fucking dead.
You have much to answer for.
I had a feeling that you, of all people, would make it this far.
It's you!
I thought so. You are still alive.
Professor Layton, I've had enough of your running around, flagrantly contravening the flow of my story. As such, I can no longer ignore your meddling.
Clever use of the power right there. I like that.
Professor!
Yo, give it to him. You know he's gonna need it.
It's time.
It's time, ladies.
Yes.
There it is.
Thank you, my boy.
Well done, Luke.
Oh,
Oh, it's a puzzle? What the fuck?
puzzle 69.
Oh my God.
Battle of Wits.
Nice.
Nice.
Hee hee.
All that the storyteller writes is destined to come true. Your opponent's attacks are no exception. Memorize the storyteller's tale and deflect your opponent's predetermined moves. Enemy knights will appear in accordance with the storyteller's tale. Memorize the order of their attacks and deflect them using the knight's own moves against them.
Wow, it tests your reading comprehension. Nice.
Okay. In the order. Oh.
Oh, that's me.
I'm afraid your role in the story ends here, Professor. Now allow me to write the tale of your demise.
Nature's blade.
As the battle came to a close, he raised his blade overhead and delivered the finishing blow.
I drew his blade, battle came to a close, raised it overhead. Push
Okay.
Okay.
So. Then attack. Then stinger. Then he finished it off with a jump.
Sick.
Nice. Perfect.
Well played, Professor. But how will you fare in this tragic tale?
A new knight stepping forth his fallen comrade. He slashed quickly, delivering 3 blows before finishing the battle with a 3-hit combination attack. Spin, slash down, sideways, sideways again, downward spin. Spin, downward, swipe, swipe again, downward, spin.
Hey, hey, hey! Good shit.
Oh yeah.
Think you worked it out, do you? Let us see if you can predict the ending of this final chapter.
The final knight drew his sword. As he attacked, he began to vanish into thin air, his movements veiled in the embrace of the shadows. Down, spin, stinger, sideways, down, down, spin, stinger, sideways, down. And last but not least, the only one left?
I thought down was the last one.
Guess we'll see.
Guess we'll see. Never doubting Bandit again.
Marvelous.
Don't ever doubt yellow.
What doubt? I thought I saw something different. Good shit.
skills.
You didn't need it. You didn't need me at all.
That was indeed an intriguing puzzle.
Marvelous.
Man, she can't be stopped.
Nice job, Luke.
Interesting. Are those fucking robots?
Professor, behind you!
I'm gonna write that. Oh, shit.
That's a big one.
How? Yep.
Professor! Professor!
Well, now, that was close.
Yeah!
Storyteller, I'm afraid that the power of your pen is no longer absolute.
Was incredible.
That was
You
awesome.
never failed to impress me,
Thank you.
Professor Layton. Just tell me one thing. What exactly are you trying to achieve?
You could
Justice,
say
motherfucker.
I'm trying to lift the veil that hangs over the town.
If that is indeed the case, the answer lies in the final story. This very evening, the great witch Bazella will be tried, and all stories will end. You should take your place in the gallery and observe the final trial.
Just one more trial.
Permit me, if I may, to ask you a question, Mr. Storyteller. Why is it that you are here?
What?
You too should be watching in the gallery, watching as your twisted story unfolds.
My twisted story? What do you mean by that?
You must surely be aware that your story has already become twisted. Take our arrival in this town, for instance. Not to mention our being here at this very moment. Neither of these things could have happened in the story you wrote. In other words, what I'm saying is that you are no longer the weaver of the tale.
Huh.
It is as you say. The story I crafted was indeed twisted out of proportion by someone else's actions. I'm not surprised that you realized. It seems nothing passes by those sharp eyes unnoticed. That is exactly why I decided to write the grand finale. To prevent any further distortion. Do you mean to suggest that by ending the story, you could return this town to its original state? To its original state, you say? I'm afraid that is not the case. The entire truth behind Labyrinthia is sealed by a single spell. That's right. The final spell. The final spell, you say? When that spell is invoked, Labyrinthia's true form will become clear to all.
What kind of spell is that?
It is a spell that was always been hidden within plain view.
What's that supposed to mean?
Essentially, The final spell is concealed at the start.
The final spell is concealed at the start? What on earth are you talking about?
I thought you two took it upon yourselves to unravel the mysteries. Do you not? Do whatever you will with it. Very well. Now then, I believe there's just one thing that you may wish to hear from me. And what might that be? Firstly, what would you say if I told you that this twisting of your story is leading towards a grand finale quite different to the one you had planned? What do you mean? This evening, you supposedly gave up your life to the Great Witch Bozella, did you not? As a result, the person thought to be Bozella is being tried in court at this very moment. Now, if you'll permit me to ask, do you happen to know the name of the person accused? Naturally. I wrote the name myself. There can be no question. Of course, the name of the accused is Spella Cantabella. What are you saying? You mean my Spella is... Yes, the accused at this evening's trial is none other than Spella Cantabella. That can't be. That's preposterous. This is your doing. What have you done, Layton? You ask me what I've done, Mr. Storyteller. But I am a solver of puzzles and mysteries. I do not concern myself with scheming. My Spella! Why? How is she the accused? Perhaps you ought to go see for yourself, Mr. Storyteller. Do you think it's a good idea to just stand here lamenting your daughter's fate? What's to be done? Well, Mr. Storyteller, I will be returning to the court. I'd like to witness this grand finale with my own eyes. Ah, yes. Before I make my leave, there is just one thing I'd like to make clear. I do not intend to simply take my place in the gallery and observe the trial. Naturally, there is only one place for me to stand in order to unravel all of these mysteries. You mean to say that you will stand as the defender? Unfortunately, the defender's position is already taken.
Phoenix.
Yep. Moreover, Storyteller, I am the one who knows the truth. The true identity of the Great Witch Bozella, that is. How can you know?
He's Professor Layton.
Yeah, come on, man. There is only one place at which I should stand in order to assert such a fact, and that is not on the side of the defense. Surely you can't mean. I anticipate seeing you again soon, Mr. Storyteller. Lane's gonna be he's gonna take Darklaw's spot?
That's gonna be interesting to see. So,
oh my god!
So Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright.
Big Phoenix Wright!
Now
there it is.
Now the title the title makes sense now.
Now it makes sense! They were hinting at this from the fucking cover.
That is insane.
They're going to work together to fix all this shit. Oh my god.
It sounds like we have a whole complete trial in this chapter. And it seems like it's gonna be long. Do we leave it there for now? Or do we
We might need to, but like, there's no way of knowing unless.
No, we know. Well, here's the thing: when it comes to final things in Ace Attorney games, they tend to be kind of long.
Plus,
exciting.
Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna have an entire trial and an epilogue. That's easily
Yes.
gonna be another 3 hours.
Yeah.
Let's leave it there for now, but last episode might as well be the last one.
Yeah, hopefully there's not a chapter 10. Well, chapter 10 might be the end. Might be.
Might be
But I
the
don't know.
epilogue. So yeah.
Holy shit, man. Holy
This is getting incredible.
Yes.
I am excited for next week for the final episode.
Oh man.
Hell yeah.
So
This game did a complete 180 for me. This is amazing.
this game rocks.
This is amazing. Playing it with Ace Attorney fans and Layton fans combined, it's definitely making it even more special.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, no, I'm excited. I am excited for this, definitely. Huh. But we're gonna leave it there for now. But what did y'all think of these episodes that we played today so far?
I'm hyped. And I think that says it all.
Yeah,
I'm hyped for this next thing. I want to see how this goes.
absolutely.
I am certainly very interested in how like the final chapter is going to roll out, because I don't know where it's going from here, and that partially is because I unfortunately was not here for all the streams, but hey, I think it'll be still pretty good.
Mm-hmm. You know who knows what's going to happen? Layton.
Damn right.
Of course. Who else could it be?
Of course. Layton knows exactly how this is gonna play out.
I know what's going on in your head too, chat. I know everything. I'm omnipotent.
Chat is probably still thinking about Roxy, let's be honest.
I know, right?
Foxy.
Oh, guys.
Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna call it there for now. Thank you two for joining me as we continue through this case and as we approach the end, apparently. So, anything you want to say to the audience? Anything you want to plug? It is, as they say, shameless plug time.
Okay. Sho, do you want to go first?
Go ahead, Sperry.
Oh, dude, okay. Hey y'all. Over on my streams, I have been going through the Kingdom Hearts Stone-a-thon, and we have achieved, I believe, $1,300 so far out of the 5,000. So we have been like chugging along. Right now we're on the $300 donation incentive, the GBA version of Chain of Memories. And then after we are done with that, we will move on to Kingdom Hearts 2 and then do the re-release, I don't know what it is, of the console version of Chain of Memories, and it's Rechained, I think.
Recoded or something?
Recoded is apparently another one.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
but yeah, if you're not gonna want to miss that,
by there. Yeah.
Your channel is already in chat, so everybody can go follow.
Oh hell
that.
yeah!
It's up there. And our show.
I got nothing to promote. Just chat. Have a fun Thanksgiving weekend.
Show does stream from time to time. Very chill streams. Nothing really. No plan required to have a good time.
Yeah.
Just streaming whenever and whatever. Mostly Sparking Zero lately, I've noticed.
Nah, we mopped that shit up. That stream was fun. Not gonna lie.
Okay.
What's next? Well, you know when you know. But yeah, y'all have a good weekend, chat. Go and enjoy Thanksgiving, whether it's with friends or family or whoever you cherish. Enjoy it.
Absolutely.
And relax wherever you can. Try to fight off food coma. Watch deep fried turkey veil videos for laughs.
That's not a bad idea, but make sure to watch them while you have something to eat yourself, or you'll get hungry if you don't.
And don't forget to wish this panda over here happy birthday tomorrow either. Don't forget that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Tomorrow it's my birthday. That is true.
Where she was born on Thanksgiving Day, so we give thanks by wishing her a happy birthday tomorrow. So
thank you, Shaw, and thank you, Sverry, and thank you everybody in chat. But for now, I'm gonna mute myself so I can do the signing off. But before I do that, thank you two so much for going through this game with me.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us.
I hope we can do this again with other video games as well. Maybe Chicken Police 2 that just came out.
Oh, they finally released a sequel to that.
Right. And you know how the first game's color scheme was black, white, and red?
Right.
This sequel is black, white, and yellow.
Oh.
Which is perfect. So maybe the next game we can all play together could be Chicken Police 2. So we'll see about that.
Okay.
We'll see about that, Marty.
We'll see about that, Sonny. But anyway, I'll mute myself for a second. And thank you everybody for joining another stream. Thank you Yellow, no, thank you Kozen, and everybody in chat. Hope everybody enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons for their monthly support, which you can join them at patreon.com/SumiPanda channel, where you can get yourself behind the scenes content on everything that we're working on. We have a Discord server where we announce every stream that's happening and any other activities or events that are happening. For instance, our anniversary stream that's happening on Friday, so stay tuned for that. And without further else to do, take care. And I'll see you, Space Cowboy. Bang.
I was cooling in the motel for a minute. Loved ones that I won't tell how I'm living. Now I'm in the woods, trailer park, staying hidden. In the rap game, slashing through a million minions. IRL is lame cause I'm broke in Virginia. Surrounded by the slimy cold-blooded, they amphibians. I ain't dark as I was, hit the amphibians. Pulled a beam katana out, then the slaughterhouse. I was higher cause you talking loud, starting drama now. I got fired cause I understood what they talking about. So I fight them cause I understand all they trauma now. In the woods, smoking on some woods, game me feeling good, but it's great. Can escape my fate, would it if I could? On some LBs, for these LBs I had to hustle. Desperately trying to find paradise through this desperate struggle. One kill and be killed, it's the way that I'm living. Throw my life away, but I had to hide my feelings. Trying to stack LBs straight to the ceiling.